Hey, what is up guys? So I got a very amazing replay. It's going to be showing off Despots using the new card, the Despot base. And oh my gosh, the effect is crazy. It's basically, I don't know if I want to call it Chaos Emperor Dragon, because like technically you're not dealing damage, and on top of that you don't get that extra draw. But it only pretty much affects your opponent. So once the card comes out, actually it's right here. So this card effect is absolutely crazy. And if you guys haven't seen what it does, it has the effect that all Despot monsters gain 500 attack and defense. Once per turn, you can reveal any number of Despot cards in your hand and you can shuffle them into the deck. Then draw cards equal to the number of cards shuffled in the deck. But we're not really here for that effect. That effect, it's okay, right? But the main effect we're here to see is that you can banish 9 Despot cards with different names from your side of the field and or graveyard except for Despot base. You just shuffle all cards from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard into the deck. So look at that right there. He just completely destroyed his opponent right there. Everything just went back. And I think that is a crazy effect. And you'll see Prodigy over here, who sent in the replay, just being able to finish off the game right here. And he has 7,500 life. But you can see, increased attack, 5,000 to the face. Wow, dude, that was exactly game. So awesome. But I know a lot of you guys want to see like the deck profile, so I got that for you guys as well. But that's a pretty insane effect. Now that we know the Despots, they have like a basic like strong play. Like before, they were all about just boosting up their attack to crazy amounts. I mean, look at this, it's level 1 monster with 5,000 attack and is a tuner, right? Like as if you're gonna synchro with him. But I mean, technically there is a synchro that you can bust out. But before we go into the replay, I want to show you guys a really cool other play here. I thought at one point he was going to make Quasar and Despots, but it seems like a pretty interesting deck. Like, this lets you cycle through cards. It reminds me of like kind of like Cosmo Town, right? Although it doesn't have like the crazy effect Cosmo Town. Once per turn you get to add one of those banished ones. But when you get 9 different Despot cards, I don't know if they're going to come out with, if they came out with like a reinforcement of the shirt's Despot, because it does just say Despot cards, which, you know, it just doesn't have to be all the monsters. It says Despot cards with different names, so it has to be different. You can't have multiples of the same one. Otherwise, actually, it would be pretty easy to pull off, because there's so many times in the deck where you're going to Inferno Reckless Summon or Machine Dupe. I think that would just get a little bit too out of hand. But the effect when you get 9 cards, like I said, it's crazy good. So, anyways, he'll be busting out some crazy play here. Like I said, I didn't even really understand how Despots worked as far as the synchro mechanic. I know that they had a lot of cards that just boosted their attack up to crazy, ridiculous amounts, and I guess sometimes you get one-shotted by them. They'll like do something and they'll have like a 10,000 attack and they hit you once and you're like, wow, this level 2 monster too strong for me. But anyways, he busts out the Despot 01 once again, even though like his opponent got rid of it, but doesn't matter. Pendulum Summon, too good in the game. I'm just like, dude, what's going on here, dude? Every time I see some new Pendulum deck, I'm like, dude, is it a Quasar? But he busts out Librarian, he busts out the Despot Jet. I'm not sure if this one is super new. I know the base is super new, but it's got a decent effect. So it gains 500 attack for each Despot card on the field, and you can use one of the effects. So once per turn, you target a Despot card you control, destroy it, and if you do, you just special one from your deck. Or you can target a Despot card you control and one other face-up card on the field and destroy them. Prodigy, who said in this replay, he said he got salty about that Mirror Force because he was like, who plays Mirror Force? And he was just over it because I guess his hand maybe couldn't deal with it. I don't really. I mean, when I see Gaga Gaz, I usually think of they're trying to do some shenanigans. I think there's a can't click on it, but there's usually some type of play to just try to OTK your opponent, and like he didn't exactly have anything to deal with that. But anyways, I know a lot of you guys want that replay. I'm sorry, the deck profile. So I got it for you guys. If you guys are interested in testing out some Despots, I honestly don't know how to play Despots. If you guys want to tell me the bread and butter combos, especially in the synchro version, because I think that this is like a synchro Despot version of the deck. I mean, heck, dude, look at the Despot Jet is a synchro monster, and that can be another monster. And there's also this card, which is a new card called Stardust Change Warrior. But anyways, let's go and jump right into the deck profile, because I know this is what you guys want. So anyways, so there's 1 Despot 8, 1 Despot 7, 2 Despot 6, 2 Despot 5, 2 Despot 4, 1 Mathematician, 1 Scrap Recycler, I'm sorry, 2 Scrap Recycler, 3 Despot 03, 3 Despot 002, and 2 Despot 01. Then he's got 2 copies of Dark Hole. Again, I'm assuming that, I don't, like I said, I don't really know Despots too well. I'm assuming he's not playing Raigeki. It might just be because it's the OCG thing, but I'm thinking that he's playing it just so he can throw in more monsters in the graveyard for the Despot basis effect so he can destroy his own. And he's got 2 Machine Dupes, 2 Terraforming, 1 Foolish, 3 Infernal Reckless Summon, 1 Limiter, 2 Wavering Eyes, 3 Despot Base, 3 Chicken Race, and 2 Pseudo Space. Again, I don't really know Despots, so if I had suggestions, I really don't know where to start. He might have been just trying to pull off the Despot base effect with this build. Again, I don't know Despots, but you know, it's pretty cool to see that someone was able to bust out the 9-card effect, because sometimes you see a card and you're like, it's kind of too hard to get out, but with Infernal Reckless Summon and the ability to synchro into some other things, maybe you can pull it off a lot easier than I'm thinking, because it seems like a pretty hard effect. Anyways, for the extra deck, he's got Leo, Stardust Warrior, 2 Despot Jets, 1 Trish, 1 Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, 1 Moonlight Rose Dragon, 1 Ancient Fairy, 1 Naturia Barkion, 1 Stardust Change Warrior, 1 Librarian, 1 Armadis, Naturia Beast, Excel Synchron, and the great old 1 Hastur. So thanks Proj for setting in this, and it's pretty unique. I haven't really seen any Despots, so maybe I'll have to build them myself to actually see how they play and what are the basic combos of the deck. Like I said, I've seen it several times where they just get out a monster that's crazy amounts of attack, but if they actually have like a different playstyle that's added into them, in addition just to the ability to being able to like one-shot people, One Punch Man, you have access to Despot Base, which is a pretty good effect if you get the 9-card effect. Because remember, look at it, look what it says. It's just with different names for your set of hand or graveyard. But you shuffle all cards from your opponents, just your opponents. That does not affect you. That's a crazy effect. Like I said, we saw it pulled off. I don't know how consistent it is, but you know, with Chicken Race, Pseudo Space, you can get things pretty consistent. Heck, he's not even playing Upstart in here, so maybe you guys can make it even more consistent. But anyways, let me know your thoughts, and if you guys want to tell me the bread and butter combos of the deck, I'll try to build the deck myself and get some more gameplay, because I haven't seen really anyone play this deck. It's pretty much all pet-based, man, all the PPs. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It's been your boy Will Smith, signing out.